Okay, now that you're ready to move on to the actual writing of your body paragraphs and using the research that you've acquired, I'm going to kind of show you some rules about how to give credit where credit is due. So you've done your works cited page, and let's say it looks a lot like this one. Um, and now you're ready to start doing your paragraphs. So as you're writing your paragraphs, you start writing, you come to the end of the sentence, and you're using your research. Um, and we continue writing, we're still using the same source for our research. And then let's say we've got 3 sentences in a row, and the research all came from the same source. And let's just hypothetically say it all came from this particular source right here. So with the series of 3 sentences in a row, at that point, in parentheses, we've got to put the author's last name, Carrasco, into parentheses, and then we put the period afterwards. What this indicates to the reader is that this information, pretty much all of it that led into it, came from this particular source. Now, hypothetically speaking, I'm going to undo the last 2 sets of lines. Let's say we've moved on to a different research source, and we've started to summarize more things about, say, the Aztecs, and we use a different source here to close the paragraph. Let's say it's this source right here, Cortez encounters the Aztecs. But at that point, at the end of that sentence, but before the period, you're going to have to put into parentheses Cortez Cortez encounters the Aztecs. So you've got to give credit where credit is due, according to the situation, and then your period should be there. So that's how you do it in a generic sense. However, then, here's another scenario that is possible to take place. So let's say you're typing your paper, and you've got a series of sentences from one source, and you're going, and you're putting into your own words what it is that you researched, and you get to the end of the paragraph. And all 4 of the sentences or the sequence all came from the same source. But you're about to start another paragraph. Regardless of what you do at the beginning of the next paragraph, you still have to stop, take a time out, and you've got to give credit where credit is due. So let's say all these things came from the Carrasco source. You still got to do that, even if you go on to a new paragraph and you start with information from the Carrasco source. It doesn't matter, what you do next. You have to stop at the end of the paragraph, and you've got to let the reader know that this information came from that particular source. So those are the rules that govern, when to give credit where credit is due and how you would do it. Good luck on your research paper.